Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition is so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, Everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL with just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there and couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
A gain there of 21 yards.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
In motion left goes Allen. Purdy sets up to throw again. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Point after here coming up. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Over the middle, it's complete. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Kirby Joseph, and the Lionsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out, I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken.
He only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen, the man in motion left.
On 1st down, Purdy.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league can support it quite well, where you can move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year, but what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006, and usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps up a great day of football.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Ward on 1st and 10. Left side caught by Matthews. And they'll get this down to the 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Looking to throw. Moore. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out on Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And my goodness, another interception. A minute 52 to play until halftime. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. It got his man complete. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And this is more of the same right here. These guys have definitely been the aggressors here in the first half. They pushed the envelope in terms of play calls, and that's reflected in the score. And now they're in a position to widen this lead.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will score! Touchdown, Lions! A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. From back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be out just just a yard or two shy of the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. Off the play fake. Ward. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Ward now. A final shot before break. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Brings their line set to kick off.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
To throw is Ward. Throwing on 4th down. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram.
Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Purdy now to throw.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. He'll get it inside the 20. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Brock Purdy,
a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can run.
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he is going to lose yardage here. On 4th down, here's Purdy. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. He's got room past the 30. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And this one's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing here, Purdy. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Purdy.
And now here's another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Tied is with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Operating from the gun. Moore. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
He'll let this go for the end zone.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's fourth down.
Back to throw. Ward. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
And he's going to have the Lions first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Lions extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Purdy. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
They go play action here on 1st down.
He'll fire it deep for Rager.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook. And
he's got a man, complete.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Operating from the gun. Moore. The quick slant caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. On first down, it's Purdy. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 5 yards remain on second down. Purdy looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Purdy sets up to throw again. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painting a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Purdy, big fourth down play.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Back to throw again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the try here for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. As they line up and kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense can very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They shakes him off. Under pressure, they got him again. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's Ward. Throwing on fourth down. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that will give you possession back. Now let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football.
need somebody to hold me. Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me. They cannot hold me. Yeah. Slowly. Ain't no more taking it slowly. Yeah. Holy. You're dealing with something that's holy. Yeah. Hold me. I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement. And this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action. Cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been weighing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We can take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me. Yeah. Slowly. Ain't no more taking it slowly. Yeah. Holy. You're dealing with something that's holy. Yeah. Hold me. I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. Life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memories live on. Be strong, don't cry when I'm gone. This life is a path to infinity.
I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, For the blank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking a from my boo, ain't heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it, that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, Top dog like I manage.